Right guys, hello, I'm back with another video. A very delayed video because I've been quite a busy man, to be honest. I said I was going to record and I was going to upload like every week, and that was like 3 weeks ago. So I do apologise, but I've been working away. I've been working up north from where I live, so I haven't been at my spot. I haven't been able to go to nature and record, and I've been back on weekends, but that's all the time I've had, so I haven't really used that time to record. I've just been chilling. But I thought to myself, while I'm in this hotel, I may as well record a video. And today's video is going to be about taoism. I think I probably already mentioned that in one of my previous videos, what it would be about. So basically, I was studying this a little because it stood out to me, because Taoism is very free. It's like trusting the universe, going with the flow. It's kind of that spiritual lifestyle, where you see things for what they are and you just allow them to be. There's a lot of people, they experience things and they get all worked up about it and they worry about it and they stress about it, and it just causes, extra stress, extra weight on their shoulders, instead of simply understanding that what happened has happened for a purpose, and just accept your nature, trust in the universe, and let everything just unfold. And that's basically what Taoism is. So, like I just said, accept oneself. I've got a few things written down, as I do always. Taoism is found within. Instead of trying to resolve contradictions, let them be lessons and accept your nature. Similar to what I just said. Instead of trying to fight for the reason, why did this happen? Why did that happen? Just let it be. It happened for its own purpose. Let it unfold and see where it can take you. And it says live in your heart. I think this is really important because a lot of people, they use their head instead of the heart. And if you use your head all the time, you're going with what you think might be right, but you're not applying feeling to that. You're not paying attention to your emotions. What are you feeling at this point in time? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? How is that making you feel? Do you feel uneasy when you're around somebody, or do you feel at peace? Do you feel at ease? Because you telling the difference between those small things can help you make better decisions for your life path. So the guidelines is, with care, I aid those who are extended expressions of my nature. So, for example, everyone, because that's what they are. Your nature is simply light, because that's the original form, the universe, the light source, whatever you want to call it. I say that way too much, whatever you want to call it, but God, the infinite light source, infinite love. We're all expressions of that experience in itself, so that it can gain clarity on what it is. Be true to me, always be true to yourself. Connect to the world as I want to be treated. This is very similar to the Christian, I think it might be a commandment, or the Christian belief that is love thy neighbour, treat people as you would want to be treated. And I've been raised that way. I know a lot of people who've been raised and told, however you would like to be treated, treat other people like that, because that way you're putting positive energy out there and it's going to come back. Connect to those outside my nature with decisive action. So, for example, somebody believes that there is a God. Somebody believes that that God is all-knowing. Somebody believes that we are part of that whole, and that we're not just some being in this existence as this tiny little speck in this vastness of nothing, planets and galaxies, and that we're just the only life. They don't believe that. And then there's somebody that does believe that we're nothing, that believes that we just born and die, and that we live you know, we live our life and then it just comes to an end. Now, what this is trying to say is, because those people do not think the same as you, these people may not be positive people, these people may not do good things, or these people may just have a lack of understanding. And instead of, you know, instead of worrying about it, let them be. To those unwilling to accept me for my true nature, no action is required. Just silently let them be themselves as I remain myself. So this is the guideline of the Tao. So you're getting a feel for what Taoism is. This is what it is. It's this acceptance, this allowance, this let be what is. Let it be. Just allow it and just get on with life. I own nothing. This is an important one because people think that assets are their true ability. What somebody owns defines them as a person, but that's wrong. It's wrong in the terms of what I believe and how I think about life. Some people may think that I'm wrong for believing that, but here it is. I own nothing. I am merely a passing custodian of items outside of myself. So literally, all the items that you own are you're just simply borrowing them from this universe. You're just borrowing it. You don't actually own it because you are it. You're one with it. So that's just how that works. Discover a set of practices to aid keeping the mind, body and spirit engaged and strong. So meditation, as you saw at the start of the video. I like to start the videos peaceful. I did it before and I thought, you know what, why not? Do a throat chakra meditation. I was holding my angelite crystal. I was doing the throat chakra mudra. Yeah, it's called a mudra. And the mantra is when you say, well, when you chant, like Om and Ham and Sham. You do that for a long time, and the vibration of that, it matches the chakra. But that's a bit off topic. Martial arts is good for a strong body. If you want to become strong, do martial arts, go to the gym. And then yoga makes the body subtle. So relaxation, and it aids, what's the word now? Flexibility. Like I've only been doing yoga for like a couple of days. I haven't done it for long. And I'm already starting to feel a little bit more flexible. But before that, I can't do the full meditation pose. The one where you put one leg on top of the other. I'm not flexible enough to do that. With yoga, you can become that flexible, so it makes the body subtle. And finally, meditations to clear the mind. Can't stress it enough. I've made a video about meditation. You already know the benefits. If you really tuned into that video, you know the benefits. You know why you should meditate. And simply clearing the mind can make your life so much better. Letting those things go, let the thoughts pass like I've described before, and then clear it so that there's barely any sadness. Because if you're going through something and you meditate, what you're going through will seem more of a lesson happening to you rather than an extreme action that's all against you and the world hates me and all of this. Like, it's not true. And when you meditate, you become one with the world. So it can't possibly hate you. Nobody can possibly hate you because you are them. You are it. You are the universe. It can't be against you. If anything, it's a bond between it. It's a a contract. Because as I've been reading Dolores Cannon, I'm finding a little bit more about contracts as well, soul contracts. So next is take time, relax and explore. Follow the gut and use instincts. It's the pause in a breath that each step of living becomes visible for your larger life to improve and follow upon. By you just simply being present and watching everything that goes on, you can see the things in your life that need work and you can see things in life that are going well. It's that pause of breath, like it says here, that pause of breath, that time to sit, relax, think. Just think about what you're doing right now. Think about where you are in life. Where do you want to be? What needs to be taken? What actions need to be taken? What needs to change? What needs to go? What needs to come? Etc. Breath, when needing a break, because breathing is to be at one with yourself, and being at one with yourself is healing. So the summary for this is, taoism is acceptance of your life. It's simply just accepting that your life is what it is. You're here now. Instead of trying to discover, oh, this and that, how am I here? All of this. Taoism is more about accepting that you are here. You are a part of something huge. And just be part of that thing. Just go with the flow. Taoism is following your breath to find peace. In Kung Fu Panda, right, it's going to seem a little off topic. It's on topic, but it's not at the same time. In Kung Fu Panda, to achieve the inner peace, Po is told he must focus on the breath. Like, is it Master Shifu? He's like trying to tell him how he's going to fight this guy. How is he going to gain this, inner peace? How's he going to master it? Deep relaxation and no worries. With breath, with controlled breathing, relax, settle into oneself, calm yourself, and let life flow through you. Taoism is opening up a smile to enable possibility. So smile, be happy that you're here, be joyful that you're here right now to experience this beautiful world. It's a process of healing will take time. That's another thing. Healing takes time. So don't rush it. Don't think, I'm sad right now. I've got to be happy because other people tell me that if I'm happy that life will be better. Don't force yourself into situations you don't want to be in. So if it's taking you a while to forget about that thing that hurt you, or that's going on in your head, or that's going on in your life, take your time, breathe, think rationally. Just take the time to just not judge the situation, but just nurture it, nurture yourself, take care of yourself, and make sure you're going at your own pace. Here's the exciting thing. I think we're getting close to the end. There shouldn't be too much. There's 7 billion people on this planet, which means there is 7 billion paths to Taoism. I'll repeat that. 7 billion people on the planet, 7 billion paths. What does that say? Everyone is different. Everyone. I was speaking to a few spiritual friends about this yesterday. Because everybody is so different, it doesn't really matter that somebody is not doing what you're doing, because the end goal is the same. The end goal for everybody is the same. You may not think it, because you might think, well, he's a businessman, he's a doctor, he's an engineer, she's an artist, she's a midwife. How can they all be the same? Because what we see as life and what life truly is nowhere near. It's not even the tiniest little thread. So for me to say the end goal is to work our way back to the Creator, that's going to blow a lot of minds, but it's true. You're here for your own purpose, but your purpose is to learn and evolve so you can go to the next stage. And that's for everyone. That's not just you, that's not just me, that's literally everyone in the entire world. That is the end goal, that's the true purpose. It's just you have to open your eyes and see. Perfection is not the goal of life. There's no such thing as being perfect. You can't be perfect, because how would you learn? Things have to go wrong for you to learn from them. No expectations. Live present in the here and now. So don't expect anything. Don't expect this to happen or that to happen. Just go with the flow. I mean, obviously, I don't follow all of this. I'm not a Taoist, but I certainly like some of the things that they say, some of the things that's taught. I certainly do like it. I think it's very positive, and if you were to listen to what's written down here, or you used to go and do your own research and used to take into consideration what they're trying to say, the message that these Taoists are trying to give, and you used to apply it to your life, you may not want to be a strict Taoist, but if you follow up on what they're teaching, you may improve your lifestyle. You may receive, good fortune. You may start attracting better things into your life just by letting it be. The universe will give you what you need because your higher self truly knows already. Do what is right for you. There is no guide, no true guide, because the variation of journeys. So somebody can't tell you how to live your life. Somebody can't tell you that you've got to do this to get this. They can only give you some advice, apply their own experience. You learn from that, you take it, then you apply it to your own life. You use your experience for comparison and go from there. That's literally the best way, I think. That's what I think personally. I think that if you read something and you apply it to your life and it makes it better, then you're winning. And if it makes it worse, you're still winning. And the reason why is because you've just learned something. The whole point, to learn, grow, evolve, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically. Doesn't matter what way. All four is probably the best. But as long as you're growing and evolving and learning from mistakes, and then you're winning, aren't you? So this is the history of Taoism. This is the last little bit now. I think there's a little bit on the back, but I might not get into that. So it's a Chinese shamanic practice. It includes Chinese medicine, spiritual healing, Qi Gong, I think it's called. I think something's just happened to my phone. Hang on a second. There we go, I'm back. I had a little low power notification. So, yeah, where was I? Qi Gong exercise, but I'm not sure what that quite is. I'll have to look into that. Text that survived is the Tao Te Ching. It was written by Lao Tzu. It is a series of poems that are a work of philosophy. It includes information on running a government, achieving a balanced life, growing beyond a midlife crisis, and the sage's reflection of humanity and the universe. And it was written over 2,400 years ago. It's not to be taken literally, which is similar to the Bible. It's metaphorical, it's examples that, like I said, take the example. What's it trying to teach? Learn, apply, live. That's the method. The culture. Tao means the way. So, the way, the path. So that's why these Taoists are teaching their way, because they believe everyone's way is different, but by applying all of this, no matter what direction your life goes in, you're always going to achieve the same goal. Advanced Taoism that's the next level of Taoism. So all of this is just basic Taoism. This is just basic. That's the life they live. This is how they go about things. This is how they think. This is what they believe. And the advanced Taoism is that God is subjective to each person. Each person's view on God is a representation of their life. Each human mind is different due to their situation and experiences. A Tao is neither before, after, or equal to God. It is undefined by meaning. It is beyond human understanding. It cannot and it will not be argued. So in other words, there's no concept of, is God above me? Is God below me? Is God me? am I it? You know, there's none of that. It's just the human mind cannot comprehend what it is. And it's the same with a Tao. A Tao doesn't see themselves as better or worse. It sees itself as just existing. That's what I get from it. Anyway, you may get something different from what I just said, but that's my take on it. So some Taoist traditions have gods, but they're gods that walk among us. They're gods that are enlightened beings, such as Buddha. I want to say Buddha was enlightened. I want to say Jesus was enlightened also. I don't really know too much about religions, I'm still learning, but those are two people I would say are enlightened. And yeah, they help other beings work towards grace. So it's like they see them as a god because they have all this infinite wisdom that they're helping others to learn from and then achieve the same goal that they have achieved. You could say the chosen ones. You could say people like me, people like, you know, a couple of my friends are enlightened slightly, nowhere near as much as, you know, what we could truly be or we truly will be. But yeah, and that's what I'm doing right now, you know. I'm trying to help people understand spirituality so it doesn't become this weird thing, so it doesn't become this thing, or it doesn't stay this thing that's so far from natural belief that it's like, that's crazy, you can't think that. You must be voodoo, you must be wild, you must be dreaming, you must be making this up, you must have smoked too much weed, or you must be on drugs. No, literally the majority of this information comes from sober people, because the more sober you are, the more present you can be. You can be present in yourself because there's nothing there, there's nothing going on. So they're basically soul guides, but everything is the Tao. That's what I've got written down here. That's the last bit. Everything is the Tao. So literally everything, the same way that everything is the universe, everything is God, and everything is infinite, everything is love, everything is this light, everything is this beautiful canvas. Literally, it's like a big old canvas that's just constantly being painted, and it's just infinite. It's just going on and on and on and on, and no one's painting it, it's painting itself. Whoa, that's mind-blowing. That was crazy. So we're constantly moving through life until the passing of the soul, from physical to spiritual or energetical. And there's no definitions for it. There's no defining who one is, because defining something creates limitation. If it's this, it can't be this. Whereas Taoism is like, it's all of this. It's everything. That's what it is. So we're done. I hope you all enjoyed that video. I know I enjoyed talking about it. I do like Taoism, to be honest. My next video is going to be Dolores Cannon, Chapter 2. What's going on with that? We'll see, won't we? I'm not going to give any spoilers. Just stay tuned. If you want to like, share and subscribe to my channel, I'd really appreciate it, because I'm trying to get the message out there, and there's only one way I can do that, and that's if the channel grows and people spread me around, and, you know, more people tune in and listen to this beautiful wisdom and information and knowledge. But you know what, for now, I'm out. I'm gonna go have some dinner because I'm checked in at a hotel and I've been working all day, so, you know, I think that's more time for a break. And then I'm just gonna chill, go to sleep, do it all again, and then the weekend's here. So thanks for listening. I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.